Hi everyone, Ashish Kyal here. Very warm welcome to Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul. And it's fantastic to have all of you over here. This is Friday at 4 and we are going to talk about markets. और खास करके आज का दिन बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग था जहां पर निफ्टी हैज क्लोज्ड बिलो द प्रायर डेज लो. मैंने थोड़े टाइम पहले ही ट्वीट किया, व्हाट डू यू थिंक विल बी द एवरेज प्राइस, वेयर यू थिंक निफ्टी विल इट क्लोज बिलो द प्रायर डेज लो, एंड इट डिड हैपन. सो रिवर्सल एक पॉइंट पे तो मिला है हमें. न्यूज है इन्फोसिस की. सो दैट्स व्हाट द न्यूज इज अबाउट इन्फोसिस, बिकॉज ऑफ विच निफ्टी इज कमिंग डाउन. बट इज इट रियली इन्फोसिस? इफ दैट इज द केस, देन मॉर्निंग में ओपन हुआ इन्फोसिस तो अभी भी उतना ही था जितना आज सुबह था. तो चेंज मार्केट में हुआ क्या? That is what we want to see. We want to understand what it implies with respect to the chart. Reliance has been down by more than 1.5%. Last में थोड़ी रिकवरी आई, लेकिन Reliance, if you check, has been also a laggard in today's session post the Jio Financial Services demerger happened. So लग ऐसा रहा है कि लोगों ने जो खरीदा था रिलायंस के स्टॉक को, वो इसीलिए ही खरीदा था कि उन्हें रिलायंस फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज का स्टॉक मिल पाए. And then they have started distributing it across until yesterday, where they were distributing it, and today the supply increased, and that's why the stock went down. So it has been an eventful week, given the results, given the demerger, given a lot of things happening. But technically also it has been a very, very important week. So before I move on, this is Friday at 4 live on Zoom that we are doing. This is exclusively live only on Zoom. और इसका रिकॉर्डिंग अगर आपको देखना है पूरे वेबिनार का, यू विल गेट इट ऑन माय ऐप आशीष क्याल ट्रेडिंग गुरुकुल. ऐप का लिंक विल बी शेयर्ड अक्रॉस बाय माय कलीग. वो डाउनलोड करेंगे. वहां पर एक मेन्यू सेक्शन है, उसमें फ्री मटेरियल है. वहां पर आपको वीडियोस मिलेंगे, स्टडी वीडियोस भी है जो फ्री है. तो इंश्योर करिए यू आर डाउनलोडिंग द ऐप एंड यू विल बी एबल टू गेट वीडियोस देयर. एंड right now if only a portion of this web Friday at 4 will be uploaded on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, this is just a portion of it, complete video nahi hai. So that's what it is. Before I move on, I would like to know from you all, how are you doing today? Very warm welcome Deepak, Parbir, still after a long time I am seeing you here. Bhavyan, good to see you. Mayur, Srinivas, Rajendra Pandey, very well, warm welcome. Murari Raj, thanks for loving me, love you all. That's why I keep conducting these webinars and I keep doing my Twitter. So ensure guys you are following me on Twitter, because Twitter पे मैं real time जो व्यू लग रहा है मार्केट का वो अपडेट करता हूँ. आज पहली बार बहुत टाइम के बाद मैंने लिखा यार मार्केट सेल ऑन राइज लग रहा है. क्यों ऐसा लिखा मैंने, वो सारी चीजें मैं आपको अभी क्विकली बताने वाला हूं. सो एंश्योर यू आर हियर विथ मी एंड यू डू नॉट एक्चुअली लीव दिस स्पेस. सो आगे बढ़ते हैं दोस्तों, देखते हैं चार्ट पे शेयर करते हैं. लेकिन जाने के पहले, आगे बढ़ने के पहले, आई एम गोइंग टू टेक अ वेरी क्विक पोल. आई वांट टू आस्क यू ऑल, व्हाट इज द निफ्टी ट्रेंड यू थिंक इज इन द कमिंग वीक? क्या लग रहा है यार निफ्टी ट्रेंड आने वाले वीक में? यू थिंक इट्स गोइंग टू गो अप, यू थिंक इट्स गोइंग टू गो डाउन? क्या लग रहा है, व्यू क्या है? तो ये पोल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है हमारे लिए, बिकॉज वी आर एबल टू गेज whether what is happening with Nifty and all of those things. I'm going to meanwhile also open up my chart and we are going to look at the various phases of markets and we are going to look at what's happening now. बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. लूनार साइकिल के हिसाब से भी अगर आप देखेंगे, मार्केट ने आज जो अभी अमावस्या थी उसका लो चैलेंज कर रहा है. मतलब अगर वो लो ब्रेक हो जाता है तो गड़बड़ है. I'll share across that lunar cycle with you now. For many of the people who might not know lunar cycle, चलिए पोल को एंड करता हूं मैं and I'll share the results very quickly. All of you, wow, there are 59% people who are saying markets will go down and 41 are expecting it to go up. So we have something changing, right? Yes, something is changing. Nifty is down substantially by 200 points. When was 234 points? When was the last time you saw that much of fall? नहीं देखा था. मतलब something is changing. That is what I can say. Am I bearish right now? Yes, in a way I am bearish, but not by way of shorting futures, by way of selling calls is what I am riding the trend right now. And I'll justify why I'm saying what I'm saying. So let me now go and move back to the chart. Let me share across very quickly my screen and my chart. And it's fantastic to have all of you on Friday at 4 here. बहुत ही क्विकली आज मैं बात करने वाला हूं लूनार साइकिल की, निफ्टी नियोवेव के हिसाब से क्या लग रहा है, व्हाट इज द ओवरऑल मूव लुकिंग लाइक, एंड ओपन इंटरेस्ट प्रोफाइल को भी हम देखेंगे. तो यहां पर अगर आप मेरा चार्ट देख पा रहे, दिस इज Nifty lunar cycle. This is the are you able to see the chart here? The lunar cycle. On the lunar cycle, can I say every single time Nifty has actually formed a low? So Nifty lunar cycle suggests that the trend to continue. Okay, most of the time. So Nifty lunar cycle अगर आप देखेंगे, both अमावस्या and Purnima. So both the times, if you check, Nifty has continued to rally. Okay, are you able to see my screen? Some people are not able to see it. I want to be sure. So these Amavasya and Purnima gives important reversal areas, important reversal or time support area. Okay. This gives important time support area, which is very, very crucial. And if you check, the low formed on this day of Amavasya is around this area. So ये जो low है ये बहुत ज़्यादा important बन जाता है, because we call it as a time support area, and this low is 19,690. So 19,690, 19,680 का levels becomes very, very important. आज का जो लो था निफ्टी का, ऑलमोस्ट वहीं से भी बाउंस बैक हो रहा था जो हमने लास्ट फाइनल में देखा, 700 से 780 का मूव आया. इट इज वेरी, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो अमावस्या गिव्स इंपॉर्टेंट रिवर्सल एंड टाइम सपोर्ट एरिया, suggesting that 19,690 is crucial. Okay, are you with me? Why it is crucial? Because that is where the low was formed. And यहाँ पर अगर आप देखेंगे, यहाँ एक लाइन में कनेक्ट करने वाला हूं, which is connecting this low and this trend line. This is a very important trend line where जहां पे आज निफ्टी बंद हुआ है. So we are at a very, very important level. That is what we can say basis of the overall time support area. Morning में एक time cycle था around 130 के आसपास था. Looks like that cycle actually formed a low a little earlier. So because of that, we can say the low was also broken out after a brief pullback. So I'm going to go on a 15-minute chart now. 15-minute chart पे जाने के पहले, let me now very quickly share across a daily candle का concept. Okay, can I say on an average basis Nifty has formed? So this is where the Nifty trend started. Guys, I'm again repeating the simplest concept of Nifty का trend कैसे confirm करना है, basis of candlestick method. Basis of candlestick method, are you able to confirm the trend of Nifty? How do we do that? So basis of candlestick method, if we have to confirm the trend of Nifty, we can say that the trend turned up because the high is above prior high, low above prior low, and close above prior high. This trend continued to be on the upside until now. This is the first candle. Can you say that? This is the first candle when we have seen this high is below the prior high, this low is below the prior low, and the close, average close is below the prior low, which means something has changed over short term. ये एक ही candle है. We have seen in the past also this one, it happens one or twice. So this is just one candle which we saw here also. So what do you do in such kind of situations? In such situation, when the trend is up, but the short-term trend is down, there is a conflict. And that's why the best thing to do is, mentees, can you tell me what is the best thing to do in such kind of situations? Are you guys there? You need to sell what? Sell calls. Fantastic, Rashmi. You need to sell call options. Deepak, Mayur, Uday, awesome. Prasanjit, Darendra, great to see you also after a long time. Gaurav, Hiram, Satish, absolutely fantastic to see all of the mentees are here. Okay, you need to sell call options. Also, if you check, since we are conflicting sign, we can sell a call option which is around this strike price. In fact, if you go down the put options, you will see 19,000 का put option या उसके नीचे का put option पे भी decent value मिल रहा है. तो मतलब आप call थोड़ा नजदीक का बेचो, put option दूर का बेचो, and you can still ride the trend. Ramotar, great to see you also here. So you can sell call option, that is one, to ride the trend. But because we can see a बड़े uptrend में short term downtrend है यार, बहुत confusing scenario है, क्या करें? क्या करना है इसमें? ऊपर का कॉल तो बेच दिया, थोड़ा सा एडजस्टमेंट करने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे, नीचे का पुट ऑप्शन भी बेचेंगे. कौन सा स्ट्राइक प्राइस लेंगे पुट ऑप्शन में? दूर का लेंगे, क्योंकि यार जब गिरता है ना मार्केट तो किसी की सुनता नहीं है. सो यू नीड टू एंश्योर व्हेन यू आर सेलिंग पुट ऑप्शन, यू आर सेलिंग अ लिटिल फार अवे पुट ऑप्शन. दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सो यू माइट एंड अप सेलिंग पुट ऑप्शंस व्हिच इज बिलो दैट 19,000 मार्क. इस केस में वी विल नाउ मेक यूज ऑफ ओपन इंटरेस्ट प्रोफाइल, because that will tell us where is the major big players activity happening. फिलहाल मैं खाली आप लोगों को एप्लीकेशन बता रहा हूं ऊपर से. इसके डिटेल के लिए आपको पूरा का पूरा समझना होगा कि भाई किस तरीके से ये डिटेल में वर्क करता है, कैसे देखना है. ऑल ऑफ दोस थिंग्स यू माइट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड इट कंप्लीटली. राइट नाउ आई एम जस्ट शोइंग यू हाउ टू लुक एट दिस एस्पेक्ट एज एन एप्लीकेशन ऑफ इट. बट लेट मी नाउ मूव फॉरवर्ड and I'm going to go and talk about how open interest profile is such an important tool that is required for you to understand the market. Vinay Chavadia, great to see you. And यहाँ पर अभी मैं चार्ट शेयर कर रहा हूँ आप लोगों के साथ में, जहाँ पर आपको open interest profile मिल जाएगा. So I'm just quickly sharing it across very quickly, and this is a very important information that you will be able to see from here. आने वाले वीक में क्या होने वाला है पहले तो मैं वो बताता हूँ. आई एम शेयरिंग द स्क्रीन ओवर हियर राइट नाउ. देखिए दोस्तों, आने वाले वीक में मेरे ख्याल से निफ्टी को 20,000 क्रॉस करना बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल होगा. साथ ही में अगर आप देखोगे 20,000 अपार्ट फ्रॉम 20,000, 19,900 shows huge build-up, 19,800 shows huge build-up. So build-up is having across the strikes. These are call side. This is on the call side. This is on the put side. Now morning में 19,800 के put पे ये build-up था. As soon as 19,800, 19,770 is broken, if you follow my Twitter, I mentioned that very clearly. 19,770, 19,760 जैसे ही ब्रेक हुआ, ये कवरिंग चालू हो गई और यहाँ पर थोड़ा बिल्डअप हो गया. But very aggressive. Where do you think people are aggressive here? Guys, I need an answer from you all. Where do you think the call sellers are aggressive here? Absolutely. Put sellers aggressive नहीं है, call sellers aggressive है. So that is very important information for us, which means that the defending levels are in control of call writers, and put writers are actually losing their control for the very first time. For the very first time, बहुत टाइम के बाद ऐसा हुआ ये पूरे ट्रेंड में कि यार call sellers are active and put sellers are not in control. Now this information of call sellers and put sellers के साथ में हम जाएंगे वापस से वो चार्ट पे, and we are going to look at from the perspective of Neowave. That will give us a huge USP. देखो दोस्तों, ट्रेड करने के लिए you need an edge. The edge that I'm going to tell about is now Neowave, which is exceptionally different than any other study. With this information, where I see call sellers getting aggressive, put sellers are still not giving up at 19,800 levels. We know this information. Now we know the lunar cycle information that I talked about. Now how do I look at the market and try to create my positions by looking at the Neowave technique. So I'm going to come back to this chart now, and I will start my discussion about wave theory. So people who are watching this on YouTube, this is where you get to see on YouTube. If you want to see the complete video with a clear strategy that I'm going to publish on my app, Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul. So do ensure you are downloading that app and you are going to see that video in the free material section. Do and check there. Again, second thing, one more information I just want to give before I move on is that tomorrow, which is on 22nd July at 11 a.m., I'm going to conduct another live webinar, which can be very, very different than what you might have seen earlier. So be ensured that you are there for that webinar. The link will be there in the description and the comment box, and you can register for that webinar. Ensure to be there 10 minutes prior because we go houseful. So guys, do you want to be there at 11 a.m. discussing these 2 hours of webinar, which I'm conducting for you all to be there and keep learning about it? Every time you might see something new that you pick up from there, and that can change your life. I call this as an eye-opening webinar because every time people attend and they say, यार आज तो कुछ अलग ही पता चला. It's like the GPS of the market. So ensure you are there at 10 minutes prior, and it will be on Zoom. So ensure you are there with me. Okay, that is very, very important. तो दोस्तों चलिए अभी आगे बढ़ते हैं यहाँ से एंड देखते हैं कि कैसे मार्केट को समझना है 1 आवर चार्ट पे जाके. वेव थियरी क्या है, हमारा वेव थियरी क्या लग रहा है एंड क्या ओवरऑल काउंट है. सो लेट मी नाउ शेयर अक्रॉस माय स्क्रीन with the wave theory. I have set a lot of setups which I have ready. Let me now go on an hourly chart and talk about the entire wave theory concept and what it is looking like right now. Overall, here are we on this wave theory part. यहाँ पर पूरा का पूरा rise अगर हम देखेंगे, this has been an important channel. Are you able to see the channel? This is a very, very important channel that I am keeping a very close watch on, and this is the upward sloping channel connecting the low from this point onwards. Parallel नहीं है, थोड़ा सा parallel बना देते. We are connecting the lows here, and we are going to take a parallel to this, which will be something like this is what we are seeing. ये बन जाता है हमारा एक channel का zone. So we are going to create a zone, and that is very crucial. So that is the zone as per Neowave. From Neowave perspective, if I am measuring the entire range, so अगर मैंने equality लिया, trend based fibbed extension. So I've actually also published my monthly research today. I've actually mentioned a lot in detail about the entire concept of these, and along with Gann levels, it's working like magic. Are you seeing the Gann levels? It's working like magic, right? So if I take the entire extension here, we can clearly see the G got equality target at around 19,542. Okay? So, and this kept on extending. So now where there is a very high possibility, the way I am seeing the chart, is that wave G got completed here. This was wave X is what I am making out. अभी तक वो clarity नहीं थी because just हो सकता था market यहाँ से sideways होके नीचे अगर आ रहा. Looking at the overall structure now, it is my preferred scenario that this entire up move is developing into a double corrective pattern as per Neowave. So Neowave के लिए not everyone might be able to understand it, but people who have been a part of Master of Wave session and option trading or the mentees, they might really appreciate what I am trying to show it to them right now. So from Nifty Neowave perspective, it is important to see the last rising segment. From where do you think is the last rising segment started? Can you tell me the level? Can you tell me the level? The last rising segment actually started over here. That's the level. So this is the level, which is exactly, if I check, 19,415. That's the level from where the last rising segment started, 19,415, which you can also say very close to the Gann level, right? कौन सा Gann level था यहाँ पे? So this is the last rising segment. 19,391, which is the Gann level. So I can also say 19,391 is a very, very, very important support. ठीक है, तो मैं यहाँ पे क्या करूंगा, 415 के बदले Gann लेवल ही लिख देता हूं, क्योंकि दो रीजन है, और दिस इज ऑल्सो माई Gann level that I am looking at it. So the last rising segment that started from 19,391, which is also Gann level, is crucial. Why? I have told you. But आप सोचोगे यार अगर वहां तक वेट करेंगे तो यार ट्रेंड तो निकल जाएगा, तो उसके लिए क्या करें? For that, what are we going to do is connect this zero and connect this B point. इसे कहते हैं हम B नहीं बोलेंगे, zero. This is called as an FX line kind of thing, because ये diametric का F connect कर रहे हैं और X connect कर रहे हैं, so you can call it like a FX line. Okay, so that becomes a little important trend line. So breach below आज almost breach हो गया था. So यहाँ पर अगर आप देखेंगे तो मूड तो मार्केट का सेल में बन रहा है. इसके दो तीन कारण है. कैन यू टेल मी विच ऑल थिंग्स? आई वांट इट टू बी इंटरैक्टिव गाइस, प्लीज इंटरैक्ट विथ मी सो दैट मुझे पता चले आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं. ओके, 3 candle conditions, yes. What more? Call open interest build up, yes. What more? X wave triangle में बताऊंगा क्या है. Gann level आ गया, yes. What more? ओके, बहुत सारे रीजन है. ये जो चैनल है ना, अगर आप देख रहे हैं, ये जो चैनल है इसके अंदर आ गया प्राइसेस. सो गाइस, आई एम नॉट बेरिश. I have been bullish all the way. I am now cautious. What I am saying is that I am cautious. The reason being, we are matured in the trend. Since we are matured in the trend, how do I know it's mature trend? By seeing these information. If tomorrow Nifty goes back about 19,900 and 20,000 level, I'll turn bullish. So I am not a guy who is loyal to a bear or a bull. I am the guy who is loyal to my trading. Whatever works for me. So that is important. So that is what we can clearly see is happening on this time frame. Are you with me? And it's very, very important that this is as per Neowave. So this level becomes crucial. Now this trend line is getting broken, which means that there is wave A which is complete here now. We are in wave B. अभी ये wave B क्या बनेगा, या ये X के बाद कौन सा पैटर्न बनेगा? That is very, very crucial to understand. Neowave suggests that if we see a sharp rise, I'm just telling you a personality. Wave pattern में होता है कुछ चीज का नाम होता है personality, wave personality. मैं उसके बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ. If a pattern gets broken on the upside, not the pattern, I would say, if the trend is sharply on the upside, and then there is a sudden reversal that you see, usually that forms into a triangle. And now my assumption is that this pattern forms a triangle. That is my assumption. I can be wrong. If it ends up forming another diametric, तो rocket बनेगा. If it ends up forming another diametric, but if it forms a triangle, तो क्या होगा? अगर ये triangle बना, तो यहाँ पर Neowave के rules है, triangle के apply होंगे. तो वो क्या होगा? Maybe यहाँ से नीचे आएगा. We'll have wave B. Possible we'll retest it. Form C. We'll have a D and we will have a E. So this is how I think possibility ये है कि यार बैंक निफ्टी ऊपर जा रहा है, आईटी नीचे जा रहा है, मतलब कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है. There are many people who have missed the trend, they will jump in the trend. So बहुत सारी चीजें हो सकती है. So there is a possibility we will end up forming a triangle pattern. That is how I am looking at the market right now. If it's going to form a triangle pattern, are there people from option trading program? OTTA जिसकी हम बात करते हैं, ऑप्शन ट्रेडिंग में हमने क्या बात की थी कि अगर ट्रायंगल होगा तो क्या करना है आपको? गाइस, कैन यू बी देयर विथ मी? ट्रायंगल, एग्जैक्टली, विच मीन्स, लेकिन फार अवे स्ट्राइक का लेना है। अगर ट्रायंगल का पैटर्न हम अज्यूम कर रहे हैं तो ना ऊपर जाएगा ना नीचे जाएगा, मीडियम टर्म अप ट्रेंड है, शॉर्ट टर्म डाउन ट्रेंड है, या बहुत कंफ्यूजन है, करे क्या? ट्रायंगल बनाओ ना, पैसा बनेगा। ओके, एज आई हैव बीन टॉकिंग about a week and a half back, keep riding the trend on the upside. Last week was classic triangle strategy that worked brilliantly. Until now, for 3 days, again shorting put was brilliant strategy. Now again sell triangle. So point ये है, आप हर चीज में अगर ऑप्शन बाय करना ही चाहते हो तो पैसा नहीं बनेगा। आपको पता होना चाहिए कहां ऑप्शन बाय करना है, कहां मोमेंटम है, कहां पर स्ट्रेंथ है। केएसटी इंडिकेटर को यूज करो, बॉलिंगर बैंड्स को यूज करो, साथ में क्लब करो स्ट्रेटेजी जो मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, वेव थियरी एंड दिस टेक्निक्स, एंड इफ यू डू दैट, बॉस, पैसा बनता है। आपको पता होना चाहिए कौन सा एसेट कौन से टाइम पे ट्रेड करना है। एम आई क्लियर? आर यू विथ मी? समझ में आ रहा है? सो दैट इज हाउ आई एम लुकिंग एट। Now, if it's going to form a triangle, which indicator to use? Before I move on, are you guys seeing my Bollinger Bands series of videos which I have launched on YouTube? By any chance, are you people seeing that? Is it good? Shall I continue to keep publishing those things? Okay, so I'll do that. It's lovely. Inder Singh is saying. ठीक है, so I'll keep doing that. I want to educate as much as possible, क्योंकि हो क्या गया, बहुत सारे जन बहुत कुछ बोल रहे जिसका कोई सेंस नहीं है, एंड पीपल हु डोंट नो मच दे गेट कंफ्यूज्ड विथ इट। सो आई वांट, यार, लेट्स डू इट इन द राइट वे। So right now, if you're looking, the YouTube link will be shared by my colleague, just in case you people do not know about it. Let me now move forward. Bitcoin is awesome. Thank you very much. I'm glad to know that the Bitcoin is working for you. Okay, so abhi, what I want to share across is that in this scenario, you use Bollinger Bands and you combine those techniques together, and it will work wonders for you. But combine that along with the KST indicator if you know how to use it. And you should also look at Ichimoku Cloud as an indicator. Those are my favorite indicators which I use to trade the market, and it works very well for me. So I'm going to keep a close watch now on Monday if there is a selling pressure which continues, and I'm going to now also ensure that if the low breaks, if Nifty breaks below the low of 19,680, 19,670 level अगर निफ्टी ब्रेक करता है तो selling might continue. So you need to ensure you do that. On the upside, the gap area becomes important. So if you have to look at all of those things, do not forget to look at the gaps. Gaps are the most important aspect. So this is the gap area. So if Nifty moves back about this 19,900 level and above this, then my view might change. But as of now, it's challenged this rise, taken this out completely in faster time. So if I go on a 15-minute chart, the entire rise got broken in faster time, which means top to bana hai dosto. Okay, so it's important that you apply these concepts of wave theory. It is simply amazing. Just two-stage confirmation of wave theory is important. So many people ask that is Elliott wave different than Neowave? Yes, of course. Elliott wave has 3 rules to define a pattern. Neowave has more rules to define pattern. It's more objective is what I would say, and very strong method to apply it. Okay, over here there is a question. I've lost a lot of money in options. Shall I trade or not? You learn and trade. Why do you want to lose money and then trade? You learn first, and then I would suggest you should trade. Okay. Is it clear? Post this triangle क्या करना है, इसके बारे में टाइम साइकिल के साथ अप्लाई करेंगे हम। देखते हैं, कल एक काम करते हैं दोस्तों, हम टाइम साइकिल के बारे में डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे कल के दिन में, which is a webinar on 22nd July. We'll look at it in a much detailed fashion. Shall we do that? We'll look at the entire concept in a much detailed fashion. Firdaus, you are late again today. Okay, not a problem. So we are just I was talking about how Neowave is going to help you with trades and other things, and how options are such an important instrument to trade, to look at it, look at the markets. I'm expecting markets to form a triangle. That is what my expectation is. And right now, what I'm going to look at is if Nifty breaks 19,690 on Monday, possibility we will test the 19,600, 19,560 levels. That's the view. So what's my view? Very clearly, in a nutshell, if this low gets broken now, 19,690, we will retest across these levels, which is 19,580 on the downside, if that level gets broken. If that level doesn't get if that level sustains there, Nifty sustains that level, possibility we will have an attempt towards this, and then we might again move down. So this is just wave A on the bigger time frame. We completed wave A here. We might be in wave B. We will have a triangle formation. That is how it is looking like. So यहाँ पर ये level जो है 690 का, वो crucial है समझना और देखना. So this is how I'm looking as of now. So we are going to form a triangle pattern. Maybe we will breach this. We'll go up. That's how things might turn out. So that's how I'm right now looking at it. So this is how the levels that I have mentioned about. Okay, and I'll also tell about 55 days time cycle, which is a very important cycle, and that cycle worked out brilliantly. Have you seen that? 55 days of time cycle worked so exceptionally well. If you follow time cycles, it works for you. Right now, I think we are over time. So any questions, guys? Anything you would like to know before I move on further? I would just like to announce quickly, we have an exclusive webinar on 22nd July at 11 a.m. Do ensure to join 5 minutes prior, and you will be amazed to see how brilliantly market moves basis of time. And this time also जो लो बना था, हमने बात की थी यार एक लो बनेगा वेडनेसडे को, वहीं पे लो बना वेडनेसडे around 11:30 a.m. and Nifty rallied by around 200-300 points. So it worked out brilliantly. That's the Hurst time cycle that has worked well. And I would like to take a very quick poll from to all of you. Do you want to be a part of any of these training that I am conducting? And my mentorship session, guys, the upcoming mentorship is starting in the next coming week. It's going to be an exceptional learning for all of you who are a part of the mentorship. We call them also #time traders, who are given exclusive access to Master of Cycles. They will have access to Master of Technical Analysis videos, which we are giving to the mentees. And then the sessions are going to start from 26th, 27th of the coming week, where it's going to be, we are going to start with how to look at the market in the correct way. It's going to be simply amazing. And we are also going to talk about what is going to be the strategy for Nifty using options in a very detailed way. तो मेरा ये मानना है दोस्तों कि traders are not born. I think traders can be made, and we have done that. So many of the mentees of the past has done exceptionally well, and they have been able to make money in the market, from the markets, and that motivates me to keep conducting these programs, because this really is working. My aim is to create traders, and we are able to do that. And what more better things than making people as a trading fraternity visible in the industry. So I was there last weekend at IIM Trichy, and I've been going there again on August 18th. I've been invited again at IIM Trichy, where I'm going to speak on that, and we are going to do a lot of things around it, which is going to be simply awesome. So do ensure, guys, you are learning in the right way, learning in the right context, and it's simply amazing. Okay, I'm open for questions over here. Sir, what is OTTA? Okay, so OTTA is option trading using technical analysis program, which is on 19th and 20th of August, where we focus a lot on how to trade options right from scratch, how to form those strategies, how to form those ratio spreads, how to combine that with Bollinger Bands and KST technique. All of those things we do that in option trading, along with clear 5 trade setups that you can apply even for option buying. So wo option trading mein hota hai. And Master of Waves is about learning about Neowave, time cycles, and how do we apply those concepts. And mentorship is about everything that I know out of my experience over the period of years, what I have written in my book, everything that I have done is shared to my mentees along with exclusive session. So हमारा एक Wednesday पे exclusive session भी था mentees के लिए with the Q&A and all of those things. So वैसा है. Is there a possibility of Nifty forming a diametric pattern? Yes. Triangle is an assumption. अगर diametric बन रहा है तो बहुत strong bullish pattern होगा. So if Nifty moves back about 20,000, then yes, we are forming a diametric pattern. So like I have discussed before. And what is there in mentorship? Okay, so like I already explained you, mentorship means that you learn about risk management, money management. You learn about trading markets in a very systematic, scientific fashion with a complete hand holding. That's the aim. And you will be also learning about the science of Hurst time cycles, Elliott waves. और जरूरी नहीं है वही करना है. I'll give you certain tools and techniques with open interest profile, of course, will be there in those techniques. And along with that, we'll have live trading sessions. How to create a portfolio of stocks for, momentum trading. How to select multi-bagger stocks. How to create an algo for stock selection. So ये सारी चीजें हम करेंगे mentorship program में. So ensure you are a part of that, and it's going to be simply awesome. Rakesh Ambudkar, great to see you after a long time. He is a mentee, and it's awesome to see you a long time. IT sector changing its trend, bullish. Yes, I have written that in today's Money Control article, if you've gone through that. Sonu, there is a question, mentorship includes BMW? Yes. So if you register for mentorship, you are already included in all of the things that I have talked about. BMW, which is OTTA and MOW, is included. Can we buy stocks in delivery when find downside? Yes. So please ensure you read my Money Control research today. That will give you a lot of perspective, or rather the monthly research. अगर आपने subscribe की है हमारी monthly research, so you can even see that. When is the OTTA and MOW program starts? The option trading program is starting from 19th and 20th of August, and the Master of Waves is starting 16th and 17th September. So you can learn from there, Jitesh. So you can be a part of BMW. You can register for this program and be a part of it. Jitesh, you want to learn, so you should ensure you are learn. Vibhuti, of course. So kariye dosto ye sab cheeze, and you will be learning a lot of things from here. Do ensure you are trading only after you know how it works. And that's what I'm trying to do in Friday at 4. Thank you everyone for joining in. जाते जाते बहुत मजा आता है आप लोगों से बात करने में. I just talk my heart out, and especially the mentees and the Gurukul participants, because the reason I say that is because they understand everything I talk about, because they know better than me maybe now. So it's always fun to talk with them, and it's always fantastic. So thank you very much. And are you going to be there tomorrow at 11 a.m? Okay. Do ensure to register on the link and be there 10 minutes prior, क्योंकि हाउसफुल होने के बाद आप Zoom पे join नहीं कर पाओगे. I've shown on the mark as X wave after G. Is it a triangle? Yes, I've shown it on the chart. The complete video, as I mentioned, will be available on my app, Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul. App download करिए, वहाँ पे free, वहाँ पे मेनू में free material section है, वहाँ पे आप ये complete video देख पाएंगे. अगर आप, if you are missed out, or if you were not live at 4, so you can see the complete total video. Can someone talk to me about the BMW? Vibhuti, yes. Just drop your number, my colleague will call you. Rakesh, how can I forget you? You are from one of the first batch of mentorship session that I conducted, so I don't forget my mentees. Okay, so don't worry, I don't forget you all people. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much. I'm signing off, else I'll keep talking. Thank you. Have a wonderful time. Have a wonderful day. Become a wonderful trader.